The 7th annual Rubaboo Arts Festival is coming up on January 27th. The Rubaboo is a celebration of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis art. Joining us on the show is Christine Frederick. She is the co-founder and artistic director of Rubaboo and Alberta Aboriginal Arts. First of all, Christine, where does the word Rubaboo come from?
Well, the word Rubaboo, it's a Métis language michif. It's a stew that the voyagers or the Métis trappers would have at the end of the winter season, after their food stores had somewhat depleted, and each time they would make a stew, it would be something different. And that was the initial reason to call it that, the festival, because it was a mishmash of a whole bunch of different artists when it first started. And now, when we've had a chance to actually meet with elders and talk to them about, more what is the philosophy of Alberta Aboriginal Arts and the spirit of the festival, they were talking about how that stew also became the food that fed their spirit, because it was cold and dark at that time of the year, and it was the kind of thing that would renew them. And so we thought, therefore, it was an excellent thing, an excellent reason to name our festival that, because that's for a lot of the artists and the work that we put behind it is about feeding our spirit.
Christine, we're going into the 7th annual Rubaboo Arts Festival. What's the reaction been like from people in the past up until now that take part in Rubaboo?
Oh, well, it's a very well-received festival. And a lot of the artists, we have some festival favorite artists, for sure, that come back year and year again with new things. One of the artists that we're excited to bring back, actually, that has some fantastic reviews, that's currently on tour across Canada, and that's the play Huff by Cliff Cardinal. It's a fantastic play, probably the epitome of challenging artistic work that is very accessible. Cliff himself has a deep sympathy for the characters that he plays in this one-man show. It's a mature content show, but we certainly hope that everyone will come out and see it and stay for the talkbacks that we'll be having on Friday, the 29th, and also on the 30th for the 2 p.m. matinee.
We're joined by Christine Frederick, the co-founder of the Rubaboo Arts Festival. You co-founded the festival 7 years ago. From then up until now, how has it grown over the years?
The progress has been, I'd like to say it's been great. Of course, we've had wonderful growth. The first year of Rubaboo was about two days, a handful of theater artists, a handful of musical artists, and now we've expanded it to 2 weeks of artists with different collaborations. We support touring shows. We certainly highlight local artists. And we pursue different partnerships with different other artist groups. Right now we're having a fantastic second-year partnership with La Cité Francophone and partnering our festival with their Flying Canoe Festival. Yeah, we just have reception to those kinds of movements, those kinds of partnerships. We with that kind of partnership too, running our festivals consecutively, we've also seen a huge increase in our audience participation. So, what we're doing also at the festival is about nurturing and cultivating the Aboriginal art scene, Aboriginal artists that are here, and there's great reception for that.
Now, are there tickets needed to take part in these events?
There are a lot of free events. We do have a few paid events, and people can get those tickets at Tijuana Square. And also, one of our events that we're hosting is the Red X Talks, and those tickets are available, I believe, at the redxtalks.org website.
Yeah, speaking of Red Talks, coming up next Thursday in Edmonton, you're one of the speakers to be taking the stage that night. How did you get involved with Cowboy Smith and Red Talks?
It really comes down to the beautiful network of Indigenous artists and presenters and producers that have all been working in this community for a number of years, and the sense of community is really coming together, and that it comes about from, I know this person, I was working on the Making of Treaty 7 project, supporting that project, and that's a project down in Calgary. Beautiful, beautiful project. And they actually called me looking for somebody to participate in the project, and I sent somebody that we work with, Barry Belinsky, and he went down, had a really excellent time helping them with their project. And he got to know Rio Mitchell and Cowboy Smith, who are running the Red Talks. series. And then they asked if they might be able to tie in with the Rubaboo Festival. So there was a absolutely great tie-in. And one of the beautiful things is that their theme of this Red Talks will be about art. Art is the medicine, and that completely jives with what our philosophy is, that art is powerful medicine.
Again, the 7th Annual Rubaboo Arts Festival coming to Edmonton on January 27th. Christine, if people need more information, where can they go?
You can certainly go to our website, albertaaboriginal.arts.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter as well. So you can get information there, and we hope you will come and see.